Monza, Turn 1. It's a place where sim racing dreams don't die. Now, imagine tackling this notorious track in Le Mans Ultimate, driving the brutal, high downforce LMP3 car, with absolutely zero prior experience. No ABS, no safety nets, just raw horsepower and prayer. If you've been terrified to jump into this car, I don't blame you. But today, I'm going to show you why you need to try it, even if the journey starts in the absolute gutter. My journey began exactly how you'd expect. Race 1, lap 1, I hit the brakes locked, straight to the wall. I limped home in dead lap, questioning every life choice that led me to this moment. Surely, race 2 would be better, right? Wrong. The nerves were real. I was driving like a grandmother trying to keep it clean. But Ascari had other plans. I locked up, spud into yet another wall, got a puncture, and DNF. At this point, I was ready to quit, uninstall, and walk away. But sim races aren't quitters. We're gluttons for punishment. Before race 3, I knew I had to make a change. I tweaked my brake bias and my brake pressure to give myself a fighting chance. It paid off. I qualified P16. Looking at the grid, a literal sea of purple liveries thanks to the latest update. And knowing Monza Turn 1, 3 decided on a survival tactic. They started from the pits. Perhaps I should have done the same. Approaching Turn 1, it was your usual chaos. I had to go wide on entry, putting 2 wheels firmly on the grass, just to avoid contact. But look at that. Clean Turn 1. We were up into P12. Confidence was still low, so I avoided any early battle. On lap 2, I completely messed up my braking into Turn 1 and went deep. Luckily, 6 cars were busy spinning behind me, which completely hid the mistake. But that mistake unlocked a new level of hell I have never experienced in sim racing before. Tyre flat spot. With 17 minutes still on the clock, my force feedback started shaking violently. It felt like holding a jackhammer, and it was only going to get worse. Despite the vibration, my confidence was growing. I tried a defensive line into Ascari, lost the position, but quickly inherited P11 when a car ahead pitted. I started thinking, can I actually get a top 10 here? But the second chicane had other ideas. The car in my mirrors brought the nerves straight back. I locked up and took a trip to the scenic route. I safely rejoined, but lost 2 positions in the process. My arms were aching, my shoulders were burning from the force feedback, and I seriously considered pitting just to save the safety rating. By end of lap 5, P15 and P16 were breezing down my neck. But coming out of Parabolica, they decided to have a little party of their own. Door banging. I prayed they'd just stay focused on each other. But a dip into the gravel trap at Turn 1 chicane ruined my hopes. They blew right past me, dropping me to P16. Fortunately, the sim racing gods give, and they take. A car facing the wrong way at the second chicane, gifting me P15 right back. For the next 2 laps, it was a psychological warfare. P16 was desperately trying to get into my head, going their nose at every single corner. I knew a skill issue was inevitable, but I held my nerve. And under the pressure, they spun out of Parabolic. Breezy room, at last. With the flat spots and rear damage, it was a battle just to keep the car straight. Was it the damage? Was it me? Who knows? But as other cars spun off, I magically found myself up into P13, heading into the final lap. Final lap. My arms are exhausted. I have one goal. Just cross the finish line. But I failed to notice that my old foe, P14, had returned for a final showdown. Exiting Ascari, they got a massive run on me. Suddenly, yellow flagged. I couldn't see the danger. I was terrified of losing my hard-earned position. Another flash of yellow flags, and there it was. Because I took the wider line, my vision opened up and I spotted a stranded car right on the inside of the start-finish straight. P14 was hugging the apex. There was no way they'd seen it yet. What do you do in that split second? I opened up my steering, leaving a gap big enough for both of us to survive. P14 saw the car late, made a sudden steering correction and lost all of their momentum. And just like that, we crossed the line in P12. Let's be honest. Was it pretty? Absolutely not. Was it demanding? My aching arms will tell you yes. But am I glad I tried it? 100%. Stepping out of your comfort zone, driving without ABS, and actually allowing yourself the time to learn instead of expecting perfection on race one is the most rewarding thing you can do in sim racing. The Le Mans Ultimate LMP3 is a masterpiece of a challenge. So, stop avoiding it, get out there, tweak your brake bias, survive turn one, and go have some fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the track.